motherfucking Santa Claus around this time of year, bringing presents that kids ask for, and no, YouTube orders not getting a shiny dildo to go fuck himself this year. Shove a hot lump of coal up your ass, motherfucker, man. Anyways, I haven't done it in a while, so it's time to get started on another question and answer session. You ask the questions, I get to answer them, and give credit for asking your questions. And of course, they come with a set of rules. This time around, I am only taking one question per person. Yes, that is only one question. And I've had to shorten this shit down once again because I have to cut these videos down a little bit. You know, initially I had no limit. You can ask as many as you want. Then someone fucked it up and asked like 28 questions and shit like that. Then I cut it down to 4. So of course, as soon as I said people can send up to 4 questions, what did everyone do? They sent in 4 fucking questions. So then I shortened it to 2, and once again, people know that if you can send in a shitload of questions, they send in a shitload of questions. I end up doing 5 videos after that motherfucker. Now the good thing is that people are not asking fluff questions anymore. You know, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite sports team? Why does Call of Duty suck so hard each year? You know, the easy 2-word reply questions and shit like that. The majority of questions last time around required more than a 1-sentence answer. We had politics, we had religion, we had gun control, the meaning of life, and all that other stupid shit. And to be honest, I like those questions more than the simple ones. However, in answering those questions, you guys see how long the videos become. I don't give just a 1-word reply. Hey, religion is bad, politics are bad, abortion is good. I don't say that shit. I give you a reason, I give you some knowledge, I give you some background on this motherfucker. But to shorten up shit, I'm gonna have to limit it to 1 good question per person. That way, I'm not making 20-minute videos all week long to answer each question. All the prior guidelines are in place again. To send me a question, you send me a personal message over YouTube or over at Prestige Gamers, then you can send me a private message over there. Either one works, but don't send me questions in this thread. I look at my comments, I respond to comments all the time, but I'm not coming back to this video when it's time to answer all the questions. I want them all in one central location. So private messages either here or Prestige Gamers are going to be much easier for me to control. Those are the only 2 places that I'm going to be looking for your questions. Now, in your question, you should see only 1 question mark. This is something that even non-math majors can figure out. If you have more than 1 question mark in your question, you are questioning and answering wrong up in this motherfucker. I can understand if you need to set up a question, but if your shit is like, did you see the Batman movie? What did you think? Did you like Batman? Did you like Joker? Do you think Harley Quinn should have gotten fucked in the ass? Oh man, see, too many goddamn questions. Keep it simple. It's always the best solution. Now, since I think this is the 5th session or some shit like that, I can't imagine people are going to remember every single question that has ever been asked. So I'm not concerned with people asking repeat questions. However, shit like, what did you think of Call of Duty this year? Or do you like Destiny? Are things I've answered in videos, obviously, since the beginning of my channel. If you're going to ask a question, make it good. Make it count. Ask something that you think is going to get more than a 5-word answer. And to save you guys on some of those questions, here are some of the common ones that I know people are going to ask. So I'm going to help you out ahead of time so that you don't have to ask these questions and you could go out and ask something different. If you had the chance to become famous on YouTube, showing your face and making millions of dollars, would you do so? No, and I've answered this one plenty of times over. I like anonymity. It's a wonderful thing in today's world of social media and saturation and identity theft. I will never reveal my face on YouTube. What is your vote for Game of the Year? Right now, I would have to say Dragon Age, though I haven't played it, followed by Mario Kart. It's been such a shitty year for gaming that these 2 almost win by default. Dragon Age has a shitload of content, and Mario Kart was the Wii U game that the console owners desperately asked for. What do you think of fill in the blank with some random game that's going to be coming out in the future? You know, I could go one by one with all the games and shit that I'm curious about, but it's going to take too fucking long. I'll just say this and keep it simple. Uncharted 4 tops my list of any anticipated games, and the one that I am massively worried about is The Division. It looked great in the demos, but this is Ubisoft having a habit of making games look great in trailers and then not delivering on the game. Watch Dogs, Assassin's Creed, The Crew, although Far Cry was their one decent delivery. So in seeing what other franchises are going through, I just don't trust their trailers and demo anymore, especially for a video that looks so good like The Division. I have a feeling it's going to come up massively short of what they're promising. How long will you keep doing YouTube? As long as I'm still having fun when you go back to Call of Duty. Not this year, not next year, and in Infinity Ward's year, it's not looking good either. Was Destiny the biggest flop of all time? No, it was far from the biggest flop of all time from a money standpoint. From a content standpoint, it's a kick in the dick. From a gameplay standpoint, it's quite fun, but woefully incomplete. And holding back content to make us pay for DLC was total fucking bullshit. When will you do Mission Impossible again? Don't know. It all depends on whether a gameplay fits the criteria that I look for in the series, which needs to be entertaining. So, There are your basic questions that I know people are going to ask. On Monday, December 29th, I will begin answering your questions, and the number of videos is going to be based on how many questions I receive. It could be 2 to 3 videos, it could be all 5 videos, I don't know. But that's the week that I'm going to start answering shit. So you have pretty much until then to send in your questions, and that way I'll be able to answer as many as I possibly can. So as always, rate, comment, subscribe, and all that good shit. And I'll see you guys on the 29th when I get to answer all your questions that you guys send in to me.